Hi guys, this is me. I'm Joe. I'm the Community Development Officer for this year. It's been about 2 months now and I still can't say the name properly, but I will get there by the end of the year. Something that's a big deal for me is something I think we all agree on, and it's often heard, is that it's often those students who don't necessarily go straight in and excel at secondary school sixth form who make a really big difference here at Loughborough University. So that was me before I came. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm a bit awkward. My glasses are too big. Got a really weird necklace on. I think that's just a typical guy coming here trying to make too big a difference, maybe. I started off, I joined Elwood Richards. Again, as you can see, I don't really have a clue what I'm doing. I'm trying to be maybe a bit too cool for school, which doesn't really work for me at all. But then I kind of joined Stage Society, and here I am at the top, surrounded by lots of pretty women, which I think kind of shows the difference. I was lucky enough to find a home in the society section. I was unfortunately one of those people that didn't necessarily settle into a hall straight away. I didn't really embrace the lifestyle. And similarly to the society section, so many of our other sections here could be a massive part of someone's student experience. That's something that I really want to get across personally. So that's me again now. It's a really nice picture, from my opinion. I don't get many nice ones, so we'll go for it. So this is my strategic plan for the year. The main things to look at are the welfare of students living in town, increasing community student engagement, and developing relationships between students and their neighbours. But within this, I want to pick out 3 key ones. So the first is supporting them as tenants and as individuals. So that's supporting the Rate My Landlord system and highlighting their rights as students. The second is increasing their engagement by actually talking to them and setting up community forums, eventually hoping to lead to sorting out a community committee. And the last one is developing the Know Your Neighbour campaign and Better Decisions on tour as part of our improving relationships between students and their neighbours. So to zoom in on the first one, so this is the supporting Rate My Landlord and highlighting student rights. When I say highlighting student rights, I don't want to start rioting against any sort of landlord or anything like that. That's not what I'm here to aim to do. The whole point is we want students to appreciate that when they are struggling, when they've got an issue with their home, and maybe their landlord's not able to support them as well as they should be, they know the rights behind what they are as tenants, as individuals, but also that they've got somewhere in the Students' Union to be a support system. So I want them to be able to come up to us and say, hiya, I'm having a real issue with my landlord. It may only be that their shower's not been working for a few days and their landlord's not got back in touch with them, but it's something that we can do as a student union, as a student support system to help them out. The next one is the community forums page. So we actually had community forums a few years ago before I was even here at the university, and this is some of the feedback we got from those. Have a quick look at those. I think it's fair to say that not all of them have been addressed, which is a bit of concern. So yes, we got all the information back from people, but nothing was really done about it. So that's what we want. So for myself and Max, really working hard with Max, we want people to be able to come back and engage, but also to see that there is a difference being made. The idea is that this could one day lead to a community committee. Initially, I wanted that to be my own community committee, ready to start straight away this year. That is not feasible, unfortunately, so what I want is to come up for whoever comes and does my job next. I want to be laying a good foundation for them and making them have a committee that are ready to work with them by the end of the year, that they can contact over the summer and actually have a team ready to help them achieve their aspirations with this role. I think I started off with maybe too many big dreams. I had a massive spider diagram with everything I wanted to achieve. It was unrealistic. I'm now thinking that I need to lay the foundations as a DO, as a community DO, ready for the next person to come in and take it even further. Finally, the thing is about developing relationships between students and their neighbours. So obviously, as Gemma mentioned, we've done Better Decisions on tour. We were those annoying people that brought around bacon butties, sometimes waking you up at 11 in the morning, all that sort of jazz. Why not extend that to the local community and then do a coffee, cake and chat? It's not like a Netflix and chill. It's more just about getting the local community to come together in the town student forum, whatever, and come and say, come and join us, come have a chat. And I think the best way of engaging students and engaging people is to give them opportunities. Maybe they don't necessarily understand what we do because we don't give them enough platforms to ask us what we do. Similarly, it's all about knowing your neighbour as a person. So I turned 22 at the weekend. I went and knocked on my neighbour's door and I went to let them know that I was having a party. She's an elderly lady. She came up to me and said, "Don't worry, dear, I'm going out partying myself tonight." I don't think enough students would take the initiation and take the course to go and say hello to their neighbours and actually introduce themselves. The next day she came over. I didn't mean to click, but you can have my face again for the next bit. She came over and offered to take our packages in when they weren't delivered to us. And so we're going to start trying to encourage students, even if it's just giving them a little card, say fill your name out, fill your phone number, and say if they're happy to, obviously, and say that this is who I am, and if we're doing anything that's not working for you guys, please let us know and we'll try and be better neighbours. It's all about making sure that students are seen as people and that your neighbours are seen as people as well. That's my plan. Thank you very much.